Hey team, happy Monday. Welcome to episode number 34. Today we are talking about food tracking in order to lose weight. Have you heard of MyFitnessPal? Majority of you will have, right? Now, a lot of the times people believe that tracking food is the only way to lose weight. This is not correct. Okay? You can lose weight without tracking your calories and or food. Okay, sure, food tracking works really well for some people. I have multiple ladies inside the coaching club. They have a really good system around getting the food shopping menu sorted, extracting all the ingredients that they need onto a list. They then get the food shop delivered, or they go and get it on a certain day. They put it all into MyFitnessPal whilst having a brew on a Sunday morning, and their food is all organized and laid out beautifully for them in the week. And if they then decide to change and go out for dinner on a Wednesday night, they do it and they just change the kind of logging of the food, and that's okay. But for some people, they'll be like, right, this week I'm going to log my calories. And they wake up Monday morning, they're like, shit, breakfast. Okay, porridge. I'm going to put porridge in. And they're like, shit, lunch. Oh, like I've already eaten my lunch. So what did I? Oh, yeah, okay, I had a bagel. Okay, but yeah, I didn't have anything with it. I'll just put bagel. Then it's like even a meal. And it's so reactive, and they wonder why it really doesn't work for them. Now, that's one of the kind of the least serious things about MyFitnessPal not working for us. MyFitnessPal can actually, and not even just MyFitnessPal, but food tracking, so logging your calories, just monitoring your calories, can really pull us away from one of the baseline kind of focuses that we have inside the coaching club, which is health first. We want to go with the health first mentality, whether that be in your movement, your habits, your sleep routine, your nutrition, whether that be in your friendship groups. Like if we can be health first focused rather than fat loss first focused, potentially with your nutrition, it gives us a completely different perspective and outlook and focus. So if we're just focusing on calories and numbers, often that can derail us from the health first kind of mindset, if you like. So what we often see happening then is people get a little bit volatile with their food tracking, and a lot of people will try and save their calories in the week, so they'll massively undereat. Then it comes the weekend, they're ravenous and they've deprived themselves of foods that they find super yummy, and they'll just go full bore at the weekend. They're not even really enjoying it because they're just completely mindless eating. Now look at that, just take a moment to sit back and reflect. If you do that, there's no guilt or shame, but imagine if life could be different. And this is why I'm going to suggest to you that potentially food tracking, calorie counting, all that isn't right for you, maybe just now. Okay. It is a calorie game. Okay. So when it comes to weight loss / fat loss, we need to make sure that we're burning more calories than we're consuming. If we're consuming, we are like too many, we're going to have excess, and excess energy turns into body fat. Okay. Now, but that does not mean that right now food tracking is the right thing for you, or calorie counting, whatever. Okay. Because say, for example, and I've recently had a chat with a client about this, and she's like, I really want to lose weight. I'm desperate to lose weight. I can't stop binging in the afternoons. And we've kind of delved into it a bit. And I was like, hang on a minute. I don't think we need to be tracking right now. I think we need to pull away from tracking, really focus on getting into 3 meals a day, making sure it's convenient with your work routine, making sure it's healthy, and also things that you're craving as well. So poached egg on toast is absolutely fine, but can we just add a little bit of something with color to it? And we suggested maybe adding avocado instead of butter to the bread, and then put a poached egg on top and maybe a sprinkle of chili flakes. So it's these tiny little changes. But this woman in particular wasn't prioritizing her own routine, if you like. So she was skipping lunch, but then getting home and starving, so then binging chocolate, then feeling like shit, and then probably overeating in the evening. So I think we're almost a few steps ahead of ourselves here by even thinking about MyFitnessPal. MyFitnessPal and food tracking we can do, but if we haven't got the basics done, i.e. 3 consistent meals a day and snacks if that's what you want, making sure that we are honoring our hunger, making sure we're not binging, getting our 5 fruit and veg in every single day. They're the basics, and we need to master those probably, well, definitely way before we're going into food tracking. Because if we don't have those right, we're literally just chasing the outcome of tracking, which the desired outcome is weight loss. But what we see happen a lot is people will log Monday to Friday because they're inverted commas good, but then over the weekend they won't log because they're inverted commas bad. But then they actually look at it, and because they're so good in the week but then so bad at weekends, they're actually not in a deficit, but they think they are because they've logged Monday to Friday and they're in a deficit. But then at the weekend, they've gone way too high and they've been mindlessly eating. So they're not even really tasting this food, that they're actually just, they're no better off. So with this particular lady, we've got rid of food logging, and we've almost done like a 6-week experiment. Okay. And inside the coaching club, we're all about being curious kittens. And we want you guys to know that actually there is no one shoe fits all. And we need to experiment and be curious about what works for you as a human, as an individual, in your family life, in your work. And we've got to figure out the way for you, not just kind of everyone else's way. Because I don't believe that there is one diet that can really kind of, how's the best way to say this, like fit into every single person's life. I feel like we have to change our life to fit in with the diet. Shouldn't be like that. Your diet and the way that you eat should come from you. It shouldn't come from an external factor. So this is what we did. We got rid of MyFitnessPal. We said, right, let's get into, and I literally sat on the phone with her and was like, what do you like for breakfast? Okay, now lunches, let's have a look at where you're going to be. Are you going to be at home? Are you going to be at work? Okay, now evening meals, how can we like not spice them up as in terms of add spices, but like add some color into them? Can we get them a little bit more nutritious? And at the beginning of this call, this one particular lady was like in tears. She was like, Sash, every time I think about writing my plan for the week when it comes to nutrition, I'm fucking terrified. I'm so scared. I get so stressed. I don't know what to do. And then at the end of the call, she's like, I'm so excited for this. I can't wait to see about it. And this is what we want, guys. We want you to feel empowered with your nutrition. We want you to feel like you're really looking after your body and putting great stuff in so that you feel great. Okay, because your body, you deserve to be nourished. You deserve to be well looked after. And there are so many like things that we could go into right now, but I'm not going to, but you genuinely do deserve it. Okay. And if you can't see it as you deserve it, separate you from your body. Does your body deserve to just have shit food put in it all the time? Sure, like Domino's 2 for 1 on a Tuesday is absolutely banging, but if we're not ever then meeting it at the kind of other end and putting in really nourishing food, are we then able to be surprised when we don't feel that energized and our skin's bad, you know? So I just want you to think about it. So if you've been tracking your food on any of the apps, or you've been calorie counting, it's been a bit kind of stop start, and you're a bit fucking fed up, to be fair, maybe now is the time to try something different. Maybe now is the time to honor your hunger a little bit more and to give yourself unconditional permission to eat at any time, but not with the outcome of weight loss. Maybe just with the outcome of be healthier. Because when we put these rules in place, i.e., can't eat ice cream Monday to Friday, we want ice cream more at weekends. But when you actually go, you can have as much ice cream as you want whenever you want, then sometimes we can be like, okay, well, I am going to have an ice cream on a Wednesday. And it kind of takes the edge off it, if you like. You're not that bothered about it anymore. And now listen up, right? It's not right for everybody, but I truly believe that logging isn't right for everybody either. And I think we have to give ourselves a chance to experiment with what is going to work for us right now. So I don't really suggest you to, go and just kind of go on a massive binge. Be like, Sasha says, I give myself unconditional permission to eat. Like, give yourself a bit of time to explore. Am I hungry? What am I craving? Why am I craving? Am I emotionally eating? Am I bored? Am I stressed? What else could I do? Am I trying to restrict too much? I'm skipping breakfast, and I tell people I'm not a breakfast person, but actually that's just a bullshit story I'm telling myself. And I could actually really enjoy maybe a slightly later breakfast, which then would make me, get into a routine of getting ready for lunch, and then I'd have a decent evening meal. But I wouldn't do the kind of the age-old thing that a lot of people do, which is they overeat in the evening so much because they're starving, because they've undereaten so much in the day. They then go to bed absolutely bloated and they feel like shit. Then they don't sleep as well. Okay, so we're just looking at these habits and seeing how we can actually level them out a little bit more. So maybe MyFitnessPal and tracking isn't for you. Maybe it's time to step away from it and go down the health first route. Maybe it's the opportunity right now to go, actually, fuck the body weight side of things just for a second. I'm going to do a 6-week experiment with just exploring and getting more vegetables in, maybe try and have protein with every meal. And I'm really going to try and be as healthy as I possibly can, whilst remembering that health is also social health, and really kind of honoring our taste buds and having some awesome ice cream or pizza or whatever it was, you know, in the middle of the week if you want. Oh my God. And allowing that for that to happen as well. Maybe it's time to do that. And if you're unsure, guys, right? I say it every week, my inbox is open. Hit me up on either Facebook or on Instagram, wherever. I do not mind, and I will more than happily sit down with you and we'll help to flesh out a plan like I did with this particular client, and we can start to look about how you can be empowered by your nutrition as well. I'm personally on a bit of an intuitive eating journey at the minute, if you like, where I'm trying to learn more about giving myself unconditional permission to eat, not just having ice creams at the weekend, allowing myself to, like, I deleted MyFitnessPal a few weeks ago. And sure, I noticed different things are going on with my body, but weight gain isn't always inherently bad, okay? And weight loss isn't always inherently good. We need to move away from these cultures and these norms that we've been conditioned to believe. Sure, I value and really respect myself being in good shape, but I also value myself not being volatile around numbers, which counting calories can sometimes create. So a lot of food for thought today. I hope you found it a little bit like, ooh, that's a bit different. And like I said, my inbox is always open, and I would hugely appreciate it if you could like this episode, give us a rating, and also share it to your social media. But the more we can share the love and inspire people across the world, hopefully the happier this place will be. Have an incredible one, team. Speak soon.